18 yellow flowering plants for your garden. No listing of great yellow flowers would be complete without daffodil, Narcissus spp, which in many regions is the spring kick-off flower, along with tulips. Unlike many bulbs, daffodil bulbs can last for decades, even spreading as time goes on. Daffodils can be grown just about anywhere in the US, except for some areas in the extreme south. Yellow Archangel, Lamiastrum galeobdolon, is similar to the dead nettle plant, Lamium genus, but has yellow flowers. This perennial plant thrives in shade gardens, growing 1 to 2 feet tall and blooming in early summer. The leaves are variegated and may be its best feature. Its worst feature is that it can be invasive in some regions. Yarrow, Achillea millefolium, was long used as a medicinal herb. Nowadays, we care more about it as an ornamental perennial. From our earliest days as children, we are intrigued by the flat-top look of yarrow's flower heads. Yarrow is a very easy care plant that requires little water and no feeding. It has a very long bloom period, from June to September. Known to bird watchers as the flower that produces seeds adored by cardinals, blue jays, and many other birds, sunflowers, Helianthus annuus, are also attractive garden annuals in their own right. There are many types of sunflowers, ranging from 3 feet tall with dainty, daisy-like flowers, to towering 12-foot giants like Mother Russia, with huge, pan-shaped flowers. These plants grow very quickly, making them especially popular with children, who love to see results. Seeds sown into garden soil in spring will shoot up many feet and produce spectacular flowers by midsummer. Left to dry on the stalk, the flower seeds will provide a banquet for birds. One of the easiest and most rewarding of the Rudbeckia species is R. hirta, commonly known as the black-eyed Susan. It is sometimes called brown-eyed Susan, although most experts assign that common name to another very similar plant, Rudbeckia triloba, which also has yellow flowers. Closely related to the Centaurea species commonly known as bachelor buttons or cornflowers, which usually have blue or lavender flowers, the globe Centaurea c. macrocepha is a perennial species with yellow flowers. It is exceptionally easy to grow, so easy that it is considered invasive in parts of the northwest U.S. Plants have an upright growth habit with stalks up to 4 feet tall and thistle-like yellow flowers that appear for 2 to 3 weeks in midsummer. The flowers remain attractive as they dry and are great for dried flower arrangements. The familiar red or orange poppy with the papery flowers is the oriental poppy, belonging to the species Papaver orientalis. A similar plant with yellow flowers is Papaver nudicaule, which is known as the Arctic or Iceland poppy. Although these are perennial plants, they are very short-lived and are more often grown as annuals or biennials. The Crocium variation of the species has orange-red flowers. These cold-weather plants are easily grown from seeds sown into the garden several weeks before last frost. Azaleas are members of the Rhododendron genus of woody shrubs and are more often deciduous plants, not evergreen like many rhododendrons. And azaleas have more cultivars with yellow flowers. In regions where the soil has a heavy clay content, azaleas are best grown in raised beds with soil that is amended for good drainage. Shrubby Cinquefoil I. Potentilla fruticosa is sometimes known simply by its genus name, Potentilla. It is a deciduous shrub growing 2 to 4 feet high with prickly stems, befitting its membership in the rose family of plants. The leaves are a medium green or bluish green, and the 1 to 11/2-inch yellow star-shaped flowers bloom throughout the summer in most regions. The pure species form of the plant has yellow flowers, but there are also cultivars with white, pink, or orange flowers. The annual marigolds that so commonly brighten gardens all summer long and well into fall include several species in the Tagetes genus and their many cultivars. These flowers are well known for their warm colors, which include many shades of yellow, orange, and mahogany red. A perennial cousin to the popular annual Alyssum, Aurinia maritima, yellow Alyssum A. saxatilis, is a spring-blooming ground cover that flowers in spring. Yellow Alyssum looks great planted with creeping phlox, Phlox subulata, another ground cover. Having the two of them sprawling over a stone wall can be a breathtaking sight in spring. Such ground covers can beautify even the plainest of hardscape structures. The golden chain tree is a deciduous tree growing 15 to 25 feet, blooming with yellow flowers in late spring. The foliage is light green, and while this tree is not all that attractive at other times of the year, the pendulous cascades of golden yellow blooms in spring make it all worthwhile. This is one of the few trees with yellow flowers. This plant produces plentiful suckers that should be removed as they appear if you want to keep the tree-like appearance. The various hybrid witch hazels, Hamamas ex intermedia, are deciduous shrubs or small trees that are the first plants to bloom in many regions. They flower in late winter or very early spring with ribbon-like yellow flowers before the leaves even appear. Remove root suckers as they appear to prevent the plant from colonizing and spreading. In addition to the pure beauty of its yellow flowers, more golden, really. The Japanese rose Caria japonica boasts long, if somewhat uneven blooming periods. The Kelly green arching branches with a zigzag pattern make it easy to identify this deciduous shrub at any time, and it's truly unmistakable when covered with yellow chrysanthemum-like blooms in early spring. Forsythia is a deciduous shrub that is truly a herald of spring in many regions. These shrubs grow 2 to 10 feet tall, depending on variety, with upright arching stems that become covered with yellow blooms in early spring. Like Caria japonica shrubs, Forsythia does spread over time. When its branches make contact with the ground, they put down roots. If you have a small yard, you'll need to control the spread of this plant. Marsh Marigold, Caltha palustris, also called cowslip, is a low-growing perennial with yellow flowers that bloom above dark green, rounded leaves in spring. As the name suggests, these are common along streams and in swamps, and they work well in moist areas of the landscape. Although the foliage is very attractive and is sometimes cooked to eat, the raw leaves are slightly toxic and can cause skin irritation. Marsh marigolds are native to 33 states in the eastern and midwestern U.S. and West Coast, including Alaska. In hot summer climates, don't be surprised if the plant goes dormant during the hottest months of the year. Perennial iris of all types, bearded iris, Dutch iris, crested iris, Siberian iris, Japanese iris, are available in cultivars that have yellow blooms. The iris plant received its name from the rainbow goddess of Greco-Roman myths, a reference to the vibrancy of the flowers and vast array of floral colors found in this genus. Iris have pointed sword-like leaves, from which taller flower stalks emerge in early spring to early summer. There are many yellow cultivars of perennial daylily, Hermericalis spp, but Stella d'Oro is one of the most popular, thanks to its long bloom period and repeat blooming habit. All daylilies are known for blooms that last just one day, but good-performing daylilies produce so many blooms that you can usually count on color for at least 2 or 3 weeks. Stella is even more productive in that regard, reliably blooming from early summer to midsummer, then again for 2 or 3 weeks in late summer and early fall. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more interesting videos. And please hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm.